Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the first competitor fighting out of the blue corner. He brings a record of 10 wins and 1 loss. And represents Margate Page's gym. The weight of 65.5 kilograms, ladies and gentlemen, please raise the room for Matar. He represents Semtex Gym Essex and brings a record of 2 wins and 1 loss. He weighed in at 68 kilograms. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up in spectacular fashion for Helleur. Once again, this is for the vacant Golden Gloves welterweight title. We'll be competing over 6 2-minute rounds. Your referee for the action, Mr. Dan Lovett.
Round 1.
Well, here we go. Business end of the show now, and here's where it starts. 2 experienced fighters in there going head to head. Carl Helleur only his 4th boxing bout here. He knows what he's doing. He's been around the martial arts circuit in the ring as well on Thai boxing. And Matar Sambou is now into his 12th fight. It's shaping up to be very good, and it's for the vacant Golden Gloves welterweight title. First of 6 2-minute rounds. Big left hand over the top, finds the forehead of Helleur, but it doesn't rock him. Let me tell you, Helleur is hard as nails. But Sambou looks very, very good as well. Shaping up to be a very good fighter at the business end of the show now, Irene.
Yeah, this is, so far, it's they're working each other out. Matar giving away a couple of inches to Helleur, and you know, he's a good southpaw. He's making it a bit awkward for Helleur to throw his shots, but we'll see how this plays out.
Well, it's now cat and mouse at the moment, just chasing down and seeing each other. Seeing what they got, heavy artillery there from Sambou already. Both fighters look like they're warrior brand fighters, they really do. What a great bout to have here on the show. Shaping up to what could be a very, very prestigious bout indeed, actually. Helleur moving his head well. Joe, sometimes when you switch over from one sport to another though, the footwork's different, it doesn't always help you. Did you know that?
No. Do you want to explain it to everyone?
Yeah, it's just the footwork in Muay Thai. But Helleur comes from that background. Sometimes you don't put your lead leg as far forward because you're worried it's going to get volleyed off. And sometimes that you just get into those habits. So it's going to be down to his gym to move him away from that and see how he can transfer his skills to the boxing ring.
Round 2.
Well, round 2 of what's set up to be a very good combat so far from Sambou and Helleur. It's the Golden Gloves here. We're in Southend, deepest, darkest Essex. The movement from Helleur is good, light on his feet as well. I'll tell you, the ring craft is pushing Sambou on the back foot, but very Mayweather-like in being comfortable to go backwards and pick his shots when necessary. Again, just as I said it, he did a typical Mayweather evasion there. Big, big left hand from the southpaw on Helleur there as well. But Helleur is warrior brand as he comes forward. Just caught feet a little bit there. Sambou very, very good on his evasion. I tell you, Matar looks the part, he really does. He looks like a dangerous fighter. It's one of those fighters you think you can track down, you could chase him for miles and miles, and when you get there, it's not what you intended to find. Yeah, Helleur just trying to be fast with his hands, but the counter fighting for me is winning at the moment. Helleur hides behind his shoulder and just takes a few steps back. Dangerous, this boy Sambou, isn't he?
Do you know what? He's whipping that left in, and Carl Helleur has got no response to that. I mean, he's got to be very careful with that left. He's dangerous with that.
Carl's putting his hands together very well now, and he's chasing him down. He knows what he's got to do. He's just getting outwitted at the moment for me. Again, coming to the midsection. Always hidden behind that right shoulder, the southpaw here, and it's a very awkward fight for Helleur.
Shakes out, round 3.
Well, you're seeing a very, very tactical display so far from Sambou, who just likes to get on the back foot, evade, counter, frustrate, and then he throws absolute bombs with that left hand. Very awkward southpaw. I'd like to see him switch his stance as well to see if he can be even more confusing, but probably the hardest man to please in fight sports, as I've been told on many occasions. But Helleur just getting tangled up with their legs and body. And I think all that Helleur's going to do is just track forward and just put it on this guy. But he must not lose his concentration at any point. Atmosphere's good in here now, and the crowd are getting behind this fight. In fact, it's gone down a tone. I think there's almost apprehension in the crowd as they look forward and see what's going on in front of them. It's a better quality fight than what we've seen earlier on. As you've seen the entertainers come through the show, and we're now at the business end. Good shots from Helleur. This is the best we've seen of him. That's the best combination so far for me. Helleur's getting his fight together now. Do you think he's working out the counter fighting of Sambou here?
Yeah, I think he's getting into a rhythm now. He's worked out what Sambou's got, and he's like trying to like outmaneuver him right now. And he's, to be fair, he's doing a good job. He's like concentrated, he's focused. You can see he's just like on Sambou. He's not giving him a chance to fire off that big left of his.
No, he's just not leaving him alone at the minute. It's okay for a counter fighter to be in there, but sometimes if the guy's not going to give you that break to hit, you know, I found it as I got older in fight sports, even sparring. You can work people out, you think, I've got you now, but then they don't stop. And as you can see, Helleur is raining down punches on him now. And he's slipping those big bombs, but he's been caught there with a massive left hand from Sambou. But Helleur will give it straight back. Good round from both fighters, and an exchange of niceties from the sportsman as well at the end.
Corners 10 seconds. Shakes out, round 4.
Well, round 4, and I'll tell you what, that's come round so fast. 4 of 6 here. I've enjoyed every single second of this bout. The first time, I'll be honest, where I've seen Matar weigh Sambou here, and I'm really, really impressed with him. He's almost Mayweather-like in his tactics. I'm sure he's modelled a few of his skills as you see him slip to the ropes, and he's comfortable when he feels he's back on them. But Helleur is warrior brand, and I've always known him to be that way, and I've seen a lot of him. Helleur will always be in there. A big shot to the body and left over the top. putting his hands together well now, Helleur. Just the guard is very, very tight. Seems like his shoulders are a foot wide at some point when he's trying to tuck round it. The head movement's amazing, isn't it?
Do you know what? He's really coming into his own, Helleur. He just needs to stay on Sambou and close that gap, because then Sambou can't fire off. And when he does that, he throws them combinations really quick, gets in there, and he rocks Sambou with them shots.
Sambou just seems so well covered up in there. He looks after himself so well on the ropes. Do you know what? I'm going to go as far as say some of the best evading I've seen for a long time in boxing. He's very, very good, this guy. And Helleur is finding it hard to break that guard. He's hiding like behind a shield almost. And comes back with some very good shots. Nice right hand underneath, setting up the left hook across the top of the guard. But Helleur tags him as well. Really hard fight to call here, Irene.
I was just about to say the same thing, because I thought at the beginning that Sambou was going to get this clear cut, but I tell you what, Helleur with them, I mean, his evading is like, he's really pulling it in now.
Good round from both fighters. The judges will be watching every single shot with wide open eyes here, I can assure you.
Corners 10 seconds. Second down, round 5.
Well, Sambou, Helleur, and I tell you what, it's been a fantastic bout so far. 2 more rounds to go. I tell you what, this is the money round for me. I think either fighter could really get themselves, if you got yourself in front in this round, clearly in front, and the other fighter will be chasing in the final round. This is the money round for me. It really is. And I think Sambou knows that as well, because he's not hiding on the ropes here. He's come to the centre of the ring and starting to fight toe-to-toe with the Warrior Brand fighter, Carl Helleur, local hero as well. Good left hand from Helleur. Good evasion as well. Helleur's opening up this round well for me. Again, pinning him on the ropes. Is that where he wants to be all the fight?
I think he's looking a bit dangerous at the moment, Kyle Helleur. He made Sambou pay for that swing. He threw a shot, missed, and then Kyle Helleur went in, pinned him on the ropes and had him then.
Well, Helleur loves to fight. He really does. Enjoys himself in there. And at the moment, you're seeing that. You can see the concentration as well. Listen, Sambou's a big puncher. He's a big puncher. You've seen the shot there. Helleur knows that. That's why he's being careful as he goes in. Take your after prize for a second. It could be good night, God bless, and you could wake up with a crowd round you.
Well, Helleur's just had Sambou back in the corner once again, throwing in them combinations. Sambou's managed to get out, but I think it's rocked him a little bit, because he's swinging a little wildly now compared to the opening round.
I think you're right. That's a very good analogy there, Irene, actually. He is throwing a little bit more wide. He's not looking up at the shot. He's looking down when he throws it. I think he realises that Helleur's just not going to accept that shot and let his guard slip while he's unleashing. Earlier on in this show, actually, we saw someone unleashing shots fast and furious, and they got tagged while their guard was down, and down they went. You're not seeing that from Helleur. We're going to go into the 6th round. Well, here it is, 6th and final round.
Second down, 6th and final round.
There's an echo in here. Matar, Wade, Sambou, and Carl Helleur, you have been treated, ladies and gentlemen. I expected the fight to be good. I'll be honest, I didn't expect it to be this good. It's been a fantastic bout. It's had a little bit of everything. 2 fighters that really struggled with each other's styles to get those shots in. have done everything possible. Carl Helleur has not taken a step back since we had the first meeting. He really hasn't. He is Warrior Brand, and Matar Sambou is now coming forward. And I think he thinks, I've got to do more here. Both fighters only know what it's like to lose once in boxing, they do. So one of them's going to find out what it's like to lose twice, I think. And Helleur's just put together 3 very, very good punches in the combination and followed it up. And now it's Sambou struggling to beat the guard of Helleur, isn't it?
I was just going to say the same thing. It's like Helleur's going straight through Sambou's guard now with those straight combinations. And Matar, I think he's throwing that big left. He's not connecting, but he's leaving himself wide open. His right hand he's carrying it low.
It's almost like he's torn up the script that he came with and thrown it over his shoulder and gone to plan B. Plan B's not working. Carl Helleur has got the tools here to deal with anything he's thrown him at the moment. The big shots, he almost looks up in surprise after some of them as he thinks Carl Helleur's hands are off of his face when he's throwing, and he's let the hand go over the top. Works in the past, my friend, but Carl Helleur is an experienced ring crafter, man.
I see Sambou losing that finesse that he had in the opening round, and he needs to like take a second and like think it through and get back to that, because he's throwing wildly right now.
Sambou doesn't look as comfortable on the front foot to me as he does on the back. He's Mayweather brand fighter and he's got those skills, but look, he's been rocked again. What an amazing bout, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, that is grade A boxing right there. That is premium boxing. Gold label, it really was. And it's on the golden gloves here. Congratulations, Danny Morgan. That was a fantastic bout, and it goes down to your judges' scorecards.
From the bottom of my heart, I sincerely say that was one of the best bouts I've seen in a long time. Please give them a big, big round of applause. That was some serious quality boxing there. Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 quality rounds, your judges have come to a unanimous decision, declaring your winner and new Golden Gloves welterweight champion in the red corner, Carl Helleur! Ladies and gentlemen, this man is a quality contender. Please show your appreciation for Matar Sambou.
Congratulations, Kyle. That was an amazing fight. And again, we've got to say that was a fight of the night contender. Talk me through that fight, because the opening round, I thought Sambou was dominating, but you pulled that back.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a couple of spots. Yeah, he's really sharp, really good technical, very stylish player. But, I've been doing Thai boxing for a while, and I can take some hard shots and move as confident. He put me with some good clean shots in the first couple of rounds. Then, just kind of pulled me over a bit, it was a really good top training. And rather than my overflats, it was kind of a nice pace. I tried to keep, I was more composed and the shots a little bit better than I did in the last fight. So yeah.
Yeah, you could see that from the second round afterwards. It was like you worked out the style, and like you was getting through his guard and throwing combinations, and you could see like when he was throwing that big left, you were walking through it.
Yeah, I mean, he put me on the shot around here, and he did shape the building, but he took me with a couple of the same shots in the middle of the round, but kept focused, and I shook it off, and I could see that mine just got affected him, and it's gave me a lot of confidence. He was off balance, and I was off balance sometimes, but he was off balance from my shots, and I had more confidence to go in. I was expecting a little bit more maybe, but good fight.
So when do we get to see you defend this belt?
And the next challenge.
Brilliant. Do you want to say thank you to all your corner and the supporters tonight?
Yeah, I love my girlfriend Helleur. I know my family, my being here, Pure responsibility, it's a top line, really is, I'm doing it for you,